In a quaint village surrounded by green meadows and tall, swaying trees, lived a kind-hearted woman named Elara. She was known far and wide for her gentle nature and her readiness to help anyone in need. Elara had a simple belief. Good people naturally gravitate toward doing good deeds, not for recognition, but because it brought them joy. Every morning, Elara would wake up before the sun rose, tending to her small garden. She grew vegetables, herbs, and flowers, which she often shared with her neighbors. If she heard that someone was unwell, she would visit them with a basket of fresh produce and a soothing herbal remedy. Elara found happiness in these small acts of kindness, knowing that she was making someone's day a little brighter. One day, as she was returning from the market, Elara noticed a young boy struggling to carry a heavy load of firewood. Without hesitation, she walked over and offered to help him. Together, they carried the wood to his home, where his grateful mother thanked Elara profusely. The boy, eyes wide with admiration, asked, "Why did you help me? You didn't have to." Elara smiled warmly and replied, "Because it's the right thing to do. Helping others makes my heart feel light and joyful. Good people love doing good deeds, not because they expect anything in return, but because it's simply who they are." As the days passed, word of Elara's kindness spread through the village. People often came to her for advice, comfort, or assistance, knowing she would never turn them away. She helped an elderly woman fix a leaky roof, tended to sick animals, and even organized a village feast when the harvest was plentiful, ensuring that no one went hungry. Despite all the good she did, Elara never sought praise or acknowledgement. In fact, she often downplayed her actions, saying that anyone would do the same in her place. She believed that the true reward of a good deed was the happiness it brought to others and the sense of fulfillment it brought to her own heart. One evening, after a long day of helping her neighbors, Elara sat on her porch, watching the sun set over the hills. A young woman named Lila, who had often seen Elara's kindness in action, approached her. "Elara," Lila began, "I've always admired how you help everyone without expecting anything in return. How do you find the strength and motivation to do so much for others?" Elara looked at Lila with gentle eyes and said, "Lila, the truth is, I don't see it as a burden or something that requires strength. For me, doing good deeds is as natural as breathing. It's what fills my heart with joy and purpose. Good people love good deeds because it's how they express their love for the world and the people in it." Lila nodded, feeling inspired by Elara's words. She realized that true kindness comes from a place of genuine love and compassion, not from a desire for recognition or reward. From that day on, Lila began to follow Elara's example, finding ways to help others and spread kindness throughout the village. Elara's influence grew, not because she sought to be a leader, but because her actions spoke louder than any words. She showed the villagers that good deeds were not about grand gestures or public acknowledgement, but about the small, everyday acts of kindness that made life better for everyone. The village became a place filled with warmth and generosity, where people looked out for one another and helped without hesitation. And at the heart of it all was Elara, who continued to live her life with the quiet joy that comes from loving good deeds. Moral of the story: good people love good deeds because they find joy and fulfillment in helping others. True kindness is driven by a genuine love for doing good, not for recognition, but because it's simply who they are.